What's going on, guys? MK here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to develop bigger arms at home. So developing bigger arms is one of the most popular goals among guys, and with good reason. They just look cool. But doing so at home is a bit of a challenge because as opposed to the gym where we have access to a lot of equipment, at home we need to be a bit more resourceful. That said, there are many exercises that you can do to develop bigger arms at the comfort of your home, in the comfort of your home. And I'm going to show you some of the best ones that you can do with zero equipment, and also some that you can do with a water bottle or just a shopping bag, and as well some that you can do with dumbbells, so that you have like a plethora of exercises that you can choose from for developing the arms that you want. So let's get right into the video. So before getting into the exercises, we just gotta spend 2 minutes to talk about the nutritional aspect of things, and also how muscle actually grows. So what we need to do in order to get bigger arms is hypertrophy our arm muscles, more specifically the muscles of the upper arm, that are the biceps, which basically flexes the arm at the elbow and also supinates the arm, and the triceps, which extends the arm. The biceps is at the front of your upper arm and the triceps is at the back of your upper arm. So those are the two muscles that we wanna hypertrophy, meaning to grow them. And the way we do that is through giving those muscles sufficient stimulus to adapt to and grow. And how do we give that stimulus to our muscles? Basically through training. If we train hard enough and correctly, then we're gonna make those muscles grow. And the other thing that we need to do is give them the resources they need to grow, meaning we need to be eating enough protein and enough calories. So for calories, we need to be eating more calories than we're burning on average. This means we need to be in a calorie surplus of about 10 to 15%. And for protein, we need to basically be eating 1.8 grams per pound of body weight per day. Anyway, that's it for the nutritional stuff. Let's move on to the training part. So for training, the two most important things that we need to keep in mind is we need to be training with enough intensity, meaning with enough resistance to force our muscles to grow. That's the first factor. It's very important. And how much intensity do we need to be using? In other words, how much resistance? Basically above 60% of our one repetition maximum. In simple terms, since this is a beginner video, what you want to be doing is you want to be picking a weight to train with that you can do between 8 and 15 reps with. So if you can do more reps than 15 to 20 reps, then it's just too light and you need to pick a heavier weight. And if it's less, then it's just too heavy and you need to pick a lighter weight, okay? We want to be doing between 8 and 15 reps is sort of the sweet spot. 6 to 20, 25 is the broader range for hypertrophy, but I would advise just sticking to 8 to 15. The other thing that you want to do is provide your muscles with enough training volume. So how much do we want to do per muscle group per week? Basically, we want to do at least 10 sets per week. So that means for our biceps, for example, we want to do, if we train them 3 times per week, we want to do at least 3 sets each workout, so that we do at least like 9 to 10 sets per week. And as we advance, as we become as we raise our fitness level, we want to increase those sets up to like 20, 25, even sometimes 30 sets throughout our training mesocycle. So if you're a beginner, don't think about that. Just know that you need to be doing at least 10 sets per week, and with time, throughout the months, you want to be increasing your capacity through adding more sets. So to recap, for beginners, you want to be doing around 9 to 10 sets per muscle group per week. That means 9 to 10 sets for your biceps and 9 to 10 sets for your triceps per week, split out throughout your workouts for the week. For intermediates, it's anywhere between like 10 and 20 sets because it's a broad range of, it's a big fitness level. And for advanced people, sometimes you're gonna go 20 and above, up to 30 sometimes. Now let's move on to the exercises and to the demonstrations. And first off, we're gonna start with the biceps because it's the muscle all guys want to see, how to hypertrophy, how to make it grow. It's just the bro muscle. Everyone wants a bigger biceps, right? So in terms of exercises, we can basically categorize every exercise into one of two categories, and that is multi-joint exercises and isolation exercises. In other words, single joint exercises. So in the first category, it's exercises that involve a couple of joints, meaning a couple of muscles at the same time. For example, when you're doing the pull-up, you're working your back, your lats, and so on, your back muscles, and you're also working your biceps. Also, when you're doing the squat, you're working your quads, your glutes, and so on. So you're working a couple of muscles at the same time. And multi-joint exercises generate a lot of force. They're very taxing on the body, but also they're a great way to increase your training volume because you're handling bigger weights and you're challenging your body a lot. So we definitely want those exercises to be the focus of our training plan, and then we supplement those with isolation exercises, meaning single joint exercises, like for example the bicep curl, where we just have a single joint, we're flexing at the elbow, and to do that we're just activating our biceps. And so the first exercise for developing bigger biceps that I'm gonna demonstrate for you is the chin up, meaning it's basically a pull-up with your hand grip supinated, meaning hands facing towards your face, not away. Away means pronated, towards you means supinated. Okay, so this is a multi-joint exercise, as we said, and it heavily involves your biceps. If you do it with a pronated grip, which is basically the pull-up, then it involves the biceps a little less. But when you supinate the grip and basically do chin-ups, then you're heavily involving the biceps, and it's gonna get you great growth. So for this exercise, the key points are basically make sure you're doing full range of motion, meaning at the bottom position you want your hands to be fully extended. Sometimes I screw up this as well. And at the top you want your chin above the bar. Until it gets above the bar, you're not doing a full chin up, okay? So you want chin above the bar to fully extended arms. And this is basically gonna help you develop those bigger biceps. What you also wanna keep in mind is that if you don't have a pull-up bar, you can just find a tree branch. You can find some place to do pull-ups, believe me. Just you can get one of those bars that you put underneath your door. So there are a lot of options to find some place to do chin-ups. And if you're not strong enough to do chin-ups yet, then just do the other exercises that I show on this channel for back development and biceps development, and soon you're gonna be able to do a chin-up as well. Now moving on to the isolation exercises for your biceps. The next exercise is the most basic one, and it's the bicep curl. So with the bicep curl, basically you have your arm. Let's just do one arm for in the beginning. You have your, let's say, your right arm, and it is in a neutral position like this. It's not supinated, it's not pronated, it's in a neutral position. You have something in your arm, which we're gonna get to in a second, and basically you just curl up and supinate your grip at the same time. This is the top position, and then you just release and go back to neutral. Now, what can you do? What can you use as a weight? Obviously, you can use a dumbbell. The dumbbell is the easiest one to use. It's very comfortable. So basically a couple reps, let's do a couple reps. I am in the neutral position, and as I raise the weight, basically I supinate my grip and then go back to neutral. And let's do a couple reps. It's super simple exercise, so I don't really need to demonstrate it too much, right? Basically neutral to supinated, back to neutral, and so on. Now, what do you do if you don't have a dumbbell? Basically, this is a super simple solution. You get a big water jug, and what do you do with that? Basically, you have it here, and simply curl you can go back to neutral at the bottom and then supinate as you go up. Okay, nothing, no rocket science here, guys. Just simple training tips, like so. So it's pretty simple, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. If you don't have a water bottle, just find something like, you can even find just simple shopping bag, put some stuff in it, and just do your curls with that. It's that simple. Anyway, if you want to add in some variety, what you can do is grab your dumbbell again, and you can do just neutral grips. So this is called the hammer curl. This usually works a bit more the longer head of the biceps. The longer head is on the outside, the shorter head of the biceps is on the inside. That's why it's called the biceps, because it has two heads. And so usually to work the longer head, you basically, the part that's facing, basically if you have a mirror in front of you, is the one you're working. So if I do the concentration curl, usually you do this seated and bent over, like so, then I'm gonna work the longer head, the outer part of the biceps, like so. And if I am like this, and I can see this one in the mirror, if I had a mirror in front of me, then I'm gonna be placing more emphasis on the shorter, the head that's on the inside, the shorter head of the biceps. Anyway guys, enough for the biceps. I hope you try these tips out in order to develop bigger biceps, but let's move on to tricep training, which again is basically the muscle on the back of your upper arm that extends your arm at the elbow. So again, we have multi-joint and single joint exercises, and first off, we're gonna start with an easy multi-joint exercise for the triceps that you can start off with, and it's gonna help you build this muscle. And that is basically the diamond push-up. What is a diamond push-up? It's basically a push-up where our hand placement is basically forms a diamond in the middle. So basically we have our hands together like this, and we put them on the floor. Let me demonstrate. So we bend down, we have our hands again forming a diamond. We place that on the floor, okay? We extend our body, and then we just do push-ups, okay? Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, and it works the triceps. So that's what I want you to do for your multi-joint exercise for the triceps. Now for our isolation exercises for the triceps, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a chair, and then we're gonna get our dumbbell or water bottle or whatever, and we're gonna do some exercise. So let me show you. So the first exercise we're gonna do is the overhead triceps extension. It's pretty simple. We get our dumbbell or object above our head, and we basically flex at the elbow, extend at the elbow, flex at the elbow, and extend at the elbow. So it's pretty simple exercise, pretty self-explanatory, right? Alright, again, with each of these, you want to do like 8 to 15 reps, and you want to basically be coming close to failure. So pick such a way that you're coming close to failure, and do like 3 sets or whatever. Again, for your whole week, you want to be at least 10 sets per week for the triceps, and at least 10 for the biceps. So let me try doing it with the water bottle. Again, flex at the elbow, extend at the elbow. It's pretty much the same exercise, you know? Alright, so even if you don't have a dumbbell, it's no excuse, okay? Now for the other exercises that I'm going to show you, and actually the final exercise that I'm going to show you, and that is the triceps kickback. You're gonna get your resistance item again, whether that be a dumbbell, a bag, whatever, and you're gonna prepare your chair again as well. And all we're gonna do is basically pull our arm up and then extend at the elbow. Pretty simple and self-explanatory, okay? So if you don't have a dumbbell, basically you go, you put stuff in your bag, you grab your bag, put your arm up like this one, and then extend at the elbow. Pretty simple. pretty damn simple, right guys? Anyway, in this short video, you just learned all the theory, all the nutritional knowledge, and all the exercises that you need to know and apply in order to develop bigger arms at home. So do try them out and let me know how it goes in the comments. If you have video ideas or stuff that you want to discuss, ask questions and so on, I'm active in the comments, so let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one on training, nutrition, and lifestyle. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.